How you doing? This is Brian with Change is Good. In this video, we're going to hunt for another $1,000 bag of quarters. That's 4,000 quarters. Before we get started, we're going to cut this bag open and make a nice shiny pile. Be back in a moment. Check out that shiny pile. We'll be looking for silver, West Points, proofs, NIFCs, or coins not intended for circulation, foreign coins, mint errors, and varieties such as double dies or repunched mint marks. When this pile disappears, I'll be back with a recap of the finds. Alright, the bag is done. There were no silver or West Points in the bag, but we did have one San Francisco minted NIFC. It's a 2019 S San Antonio Missions. Of course, you realize this means another bag's coming up. Alright, here's bag number 2. Let's hope it has more goodies than the last one. When it's done, I'll be back with a recap. Okay, the second bag is done, and luckily it was an improvement. We had 2 West Point quarters. This one's a 2019, as there's no V75 pivot marker on the left side. It's a Lowell, Massachusetts design, the first one released. We'll take it. The next one is a 2020, as you can see that V75 pivot marker on the left side. It's a Salt River Bay, U.S. Virgin Islands design, one of the more common ones in my area. And last up, check out this 1989 Philadelphia. Looks like a normal coin, right? Check this out. It's got a duplicate other side. It's a two-headed magic coin or trick coin. These often sell for between $8 and $15 on eBay, so it's a good find, but not worth much as far as numismatic value, more novelty value. Alright, now let's check out a few things under the scope. First up, we have the reverse of a 2021P crossing the Delaware quarter. If you look here at the back of Washington's head, you can see a die chip right in this area. The die chips are normally on the top of his hat, not usually on the back of his head, so it's a bit unusual. These will often sell for a few bucks on eBay. Next up, we have the reverse of a 2020 Tallgrass Prairie, Kansas quarter. As you can see, there's a large die chip here on the butterfly's wing, and a smaller one here above the head. This is often referred to as a broken wing error. These typically sell for between $2 and $3 on eBay. Next up, we have the reverse of a 2015P Homestead, Nebraska quarter. As you can see, this example has 2 large die chips here, one at the bottom of the bucket, one here at the bottom of the well. This is known as a leaky bucket error. These typically sell for around $5 to $7 on eBay, but this one is actually a very late progression with an extra large die chip here at the bottom of the well. So it's probably worth around $15 to $20. It's a pretty good find. Next up may just be my favorite find of the hunt. Here we have a 2022P Wilma Mankiller quarter. If you look here below Washington's nose, you can see a die clash mark right here. One here above the bridge of his nose. A massive clash mark right here below his ear. And some more down here by the word trust. On the reverse, you can find clash marks here around Wilma's shoulder right here. And over here around the star right in this area here. Now, if you're not familiar with die clashing, this happens when 2 dies strike together without having a planchet in between them to absorb the pressure, causing imprintations on both dies to transfer to each other. This is a great example of a die clash error. I did check on eBay for recent sales of an example like this and found one that sold for $55 recently and one more that was for sale for $40. So it's very possible this is a $40 to $50 coin. It's also something I did not expect to find, and it was definitely a welcome surprise. Now let's cover some varieties. Here we have the reverse of a 2012 Denali, Alaska quarter. If you look here at the back of the sheep's neck, you can see a doubled area right here. This is one of several different varieties you can find on Variety Vista or WexlersDoubleDie.com. Next up, we have the reverse of a 2017P Ozark Riverways, Missouri quarter. If you look here along the bottom of the tree leaves, you can see doubling along through here, here, and over here. This is WDDR number 20 on WexlersDoubleDie.com. Last up, we have the reverse of a 2023P Edith Kanaka Ole quarter. Look up closely up here the words E pluribus unum. Look at the bottom. You can see doubling along the lettering all the way across. Here's a closer look. The doubling is most obvious at the bottom of the E, the P, and the L. There is also light doubling along the bottom of the lettering at the bottom of the coin, and here at the top of the lettering at the top of the coin. There is currently only one attributed double-dot reverse for this coin, VDDR number 1 on Variety Vista. This one is very similar, but I think it's actually a different die. Folks, we may have a new variety here. What do you think? Should I submit it? Let me know in the comments. Now let's do a recap of the hunt. Well, it took 8,000 quarters, but it turned out to be a pretty good hunt. We had a couple of West Points, an NIFC, a two-headed magic or trick coin, and some nice mint errors and varieties, with this 2023 Edith Kanaka Ole die clash quarter being the find of the hunt. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and made you want to shrink down and live inside of a quarter pusher, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of these finds, just leave me a comment and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories will occasionally clash with each other. I'll see y'all next time.